Best of luck to both teams. Enjoy.
And welcome here to the beautiful Sunshine Coast Stadium. The sun is shining, the clouds are out, and we are here for the first pool game between China and the Philippines here at the 2025 Asia Pacific Women's Lacrosse Championship World Qualifiers, which leads the top 4 teams into the 26 World Championships in Tokyo, Japan. And I'm joined by someone very new in the Australian Lacrosse Network, but it's fantastic to have her experience up here. Michelle Davies, welcome aboard to the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Thank you, Tony. Really excited to be here and watch these pool games kick off this morning.
And we've been lucky. We've been up here for a day or so and just acclimatising. It's about 27 degrees at the moment out there. And it is just the place to be, isn't it? I think we were talking about moving up here.
Absolutely. Perfect stadium, great facilities, ready for this fantastic tournament.
And watching the two teams warm up out there, they both went through a fairly rigorous warm-up. I think China went through a much more rigorous warm-up than most. They were doing little hot shoe shuffles out there and everything.
They sure were. It was very fast and furious out there, getting them in the zone quickly.
And we had a bit of a look down there as we were watching the warm-ups, and there'll be a couple of players to watch today as this tournament goes on. I was looking over at the Philippines before we got into this commentary. And number 3 for the Philippines there, Carolyn Rojas. She looked like she was someone that they may go through in this tournament, given the amount of ball she had.
Absolutely. She's dominating that right-hand shooter position, and most of their attacking drills this morning were going through her. So lovely finisher of the shot as well. So looking forward to seeing her in action.
It is, and we've both played plenty of lacrosse and been around it a long time. The nerves will be kicking in for the girls right now.
Absolutely. The first one out of the way is always nice. So I'm sure they'll be glad to get this one done.
Just like the commentary box.
Absolutely.
But no, welcome to this live stream and live feed through the Australian Lacrosse Network YouTube page and also on World Lacrosse TV. It's going to be great to have you here all week. And if the sun keeps shining as we do, but there's been a lot of work going in the background at the moment, and I think we've got Christian Leray up on the camera up top. We've got Mr. Tim Dobson downstairs. He's running around for us as well, and it doesn't happen without the efforts of Mr. Scott Gill, who is probably feels like he's been up here for 3 weeks setting up at the moment, and he does a fantastic job, does Scotty, and we thank him for being able to bring this stream to you. And wherever you are in the world watching these Women's World Qualifiers, welcome along. It's great to have you. As the two teams head out onto the field for their starting lineups, as we see Abigail Beattie in the cage down there for the Philippines. And didn't quite get the number down there of the goalkeeper for China, but we'll get that to you. These Chinese numbers on the front are a little bit difficult to see.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Ping Sen in the centre there for China. As the this is unique to this tournament. One of the young lacrosse superstars running the ball out to the officials. So as that would be a big thrill for her. And we also see de Guzman in the centre for the Philippines. So which way are you going here, Michelle?
Philippines, I think. Watched her warm up, looked pretty sharp.
I probably looking the same at the moment. I'm thinking probably about 4 or 5 goals to the Philippines, but we'll see as de Guzman picks the ball up, gets it out herself and heads down into offense. Just that is a great takeaway there, though, by Z for China. Great interception. That's the way you want to start your tournament. Ball out there with Sarah Chang. Chang back up the top. Getting pressure now there by that lady we were talking about earlier. She's certainly working hard there, Rojas, in that defensive end. And ball will come down the outer side. Just a little tuck inside there. And ball comes into attack for China for the first offensive foray here in this 2025 Asia Pacific Women's World Championship. So what are you looking to see here for the offense? Movement?
Absolutely, a lot of movement off the ball. They're very patient. They've brought it down nice and slow, just trying to get set up and get settled for this first big attacking move.
So Z kicks the ball over, and ball finds its way down at the bottom there to Chak. Leona Chak kicks the ball back up there to Sarah Cheng. Cheng. Back to Z.
No one really at X there. So.
They're just, the little turnover there. Ball's hit the ground and picked up, and coming back the other way is Kat Rojas. Looks inside. Oh, goalie comes out and goes bang. Have some of that early. And that's going to be, the goalie's going to have to sit out here, so we don't see this very often in a game. And if you are new to lacrosse, the penalty which it's assessed on must sit out. So the offensive player has a free shot at goal, steps inside, and there's the first goal of these 25 world qualifiers, and it does go to the Philippines, and that's Steph Lazo with that goal. And that's the way you want to have a first goal, Michelle.
Yeah, there's always a bit of pressure, though, when there's no one in the cage. You don't want to miss that one. So I'm sure she's very relieved to have that out of the way.
Hey, as attackers, we've all done that, haven't we? The goalie's out of the goal. We're not in the goal, and you miss it by a foot and a half.
Yeah, that goalie, she came out with some intensity there. So,
but good there from Steph Lazo. First goal of the tournament. Ball back into the centre. Has the Guzman again. She's 1 from 1 from this centre draw already. She's looking to keep that 100%, but Hong Kong, China take the ball out there through Z. Z gets pressure straight away from Rojas. And they're just making them play up above this restraining line at the moment, not actually letting them get too low on the cage as China look to get their offense started here.
keeping the ball high and no one really behind that extended goal line.
So Z with the ball, gives the ball back, a little inside, moving pick almost. Good ball carry there from Sarah Cheng. Back to Z. Z. Ball over to Chak. Chak just being drawn out up to the top of this, near the restraining line in their offensive end. Just those hot shoe shuffles, we could see while they were doing them because just constantly doing them in front of their player. Chak takes the ball down to the bottom right-hand corner. She's picked up down there by Stasuli. Back up the top here to Sarah Chang. Sarah Chang gets doubled. Good crash there from the Philippines. And that's the sort of defense you want to see early.
Absolutely. They're really working this side.
Oh,
Ooh,
great
nice
pressure. And the ball could turn over here. That's great work there from Truex. Truex picks the ball up and gives it to Kalia Stasuli. Stasuli looks up, fires up the field. They come with pressure, don't they, the Philippines? Sarah Nelson has the ball over here to our pre-game look, Carolyn Rojas. Ball on the outer side here. So Lag de Mayo as the grass monster just sort of took the ankle of the defender there, but
Yeah, she had some good body on, some good D there.
So Ria Lag de Mayo has an opportunity here again for the Philippines at the 15-metre arc. Lag de Mayo, she's got three to her left-hand side, finds one of them there, kicks it down. Great save there from the keeper. And that was up on the top shelf, but not getting through there. And the keeper will just pull the ball out the back to the X position and look to work out. They've got pressure down there on the keeper, though. Not letting them get a free clear here.
No, they're not.
So they've got a full ride here, have the Philippines.
The Philippines have left one spare, but the goalie's not looking to her yet. Working on this side.
And Trish Liu now is loose in front of the cage. Good pressure down the back as the goalie there in Tan Liu is under massive pressure. Good check there. Ball comes out. Ball to be won on the deck. We know one thing. Oh, goalie's out again. Great knockdown there from the defender in Cherry Hon. And that's going to that's a really good
That's a lucky
defensive
save
stick,
there.
isn't it?
Goalie was out. They were definitely exposed.
As the ball comes out here to Zetto. Zetto, she'll run it down the left-hand wing, but just gives the ball up and intercepted, comes back the other way. Rojas just settles things down out there and takes it down to X. Dominant right-hand player by the look of it.
Absolutely.
So
She's really, most of the attacks driving through her, so really well done to settle that down after a bit of defensive work.
So Rojas to De Guzman up here to Lagdemayo. Lagdemayo steps in, pops that one down by the left-hand foot. And there's the second one for the Philippines. I'm going to say that was great riding pressure there, Michelle. Right up the field and gave them no outlets whatsoever.
Absolutely. So keeping that ride pressure on, not allowing China to clear easily. And then a really nice dodge from that into that centre space and a nice finish.
By Lagdemayo there. Just opened up the space, didn't she, to be able to come down. And that's a hard shot on the goalie's left foot. And we've got a 2-0 game here, the way of the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a nice open space for her. Good split dodge. Got herself in front of the cage with a good look. And put that one away.
As the ball comes back to the centre, so no shots on goal at the moment for China. And when they are down there, they're getting pushed really wide in that offensive set. Ball outside here to Guzman. Good fight
Good
there,
hustle.
though. Great pickup there from Kat Rojas. We'll just have to, we'll go down. Oh, that's a swipe. That could be a, no, just give an advantage. No card. You often see a card when it's that aggressive, coming from up above and just about taking your toe off when you finish your check.
I think they've let that one go early, so we'll see how this plays out.
I'm happy if let's go all week if it's not causing too many dramas. We like to see free-flowing lacrosse out here as Lazo picks the ball up, kicks it down there to Rojas.
It's a very different setup here for the Philippines.
Kat Rojas drives on the right. Good defensive pressure, pops inside. Oh, Rojas to Rojas. And no damage done there. As Muckalalad gets inside, and Muckalalad just pops it top shelf, but Tan Lu says, not in my house, you don't. And another good save there from the Chinese keeper.
They've got it out a bit quicker now.
And again, just these errors, but good ball control there. That was great ball control by Z. And the ball to Chak. So they look like they really want to work this left-hand side. All the players come from this way. As Chak looks to now go through X, but decides to come back. She looks like she's setting her up, giving herself space here. She looks like she wants to go herself to Chak.
Not much space there.
Ball up to Z. Z now gets top left. Finds Sarah Chang. Yeah, they have not used the right-hand side at all at the moment. And good defense here from the Philippines, just keeping them well outside that 15-metre arc.
They're really wide and they're really working this elbow, but not getting much penetration through. So some really good one-on-one defense here.
So who's going to stand up for China here and start to make these attacks to draw these defenders out? As they look to go again from the top here with Z. Z looks inside. Ball down. Ball to be won, and it is one. And Niet pops the ball out. Gets it up there to Muckalalad, but turned over again. Their coach killers those turnovers. That might be a slight push and impeding the offensive player. And China finally have it on this right-hand side of their offensive end. Look to get down and in. Good defense there from Kalina Johnson.
Great defense, not allowing her to get through there.
As ball back up the top for China.
Just as we say they're working this side, they finally go the other. Oh, nice stick.
Knocked down. Oh, that's offside. So that's going to be an error there from the Chinese defender. or attacker, I should say, just stepped over the line, putting them offside, so that ball turns over quite easily. Ball comes down through Johnson. Johnson, she looks to go very quickly, gets inside. Johnson pops, fires out the back. Great pickup down the back there by Lazo. Lazo looks inside, and all alone was Carolyn Rojas, but couldn't
Unable to
damage
finish.
the back of the net. But like in lacrosse, if you are just joining lacrosse for the first time, it is closest to where the ball goes out, not last touch.
After a shot.
And it's been given to China. Okay, so China were deemed to be closest to the ball when that went out. I would suggest that once the shot was had, the goalie was the closest. And Tan Lu gets that ball now. And she will take it out the back again. There's a free player over here on this right-hand wing, and she gets that now, Sally Yu. Yu looks inside. Just don't want to turn the ball over through that centre corridor in any sport.
No, they're riding very well here, the Philippines. And
Sarah,
as soon as the ball
Sarah
gets
Cheng
lower,
is all by herself there.
and then they crash it. So
And just a little technical difficulty there. We apologise to our Chinese players out there, given a team list earlier, and just reading the wrong one. Michelle, it's always a good start to a tournament.
way to kick off the day.
Nothing wrong with that, but boy, could we call the Hong Kong China girls. We'll be calling them a bit later. So ball is with Jodie Chu now. Jodie Chu goes for the up the middle and does find it. Ball to be won on the deck. Picked up there. That's by Michelle Zai.
Good defence there.
And going to get a push on that one. So she'll have a free shot from the 15-metre arc.
I called it good D, but anyway.
So ball at the 15-metre arc.
This will be their first opportunity to take a free shot for China.
Does get in, fires and gets it away. And good shot on the cage there, coming from that 15-metre arc. And that was Leo Xinyu
Nice bounce shot.
for China. And that's always good to get your first one on the board. It is as they come back to the centre. So setting up very much on the... So that might have been Lauren Lamb with that goal. Apologies.
Yeah, number 8 there.
Yeah, definitely number 8. So ball coming back the other way. Lang Damara looks down. Finds inside, and a quick reply there from the Philippines in Steph Lazo. She gets her second of the game and second of the quarter. Didn't take long to get that one back.
There, straight out of the centre. Centre possession key. Quick run down on that midfield. And found the gap. That's a great response.
It's a very quick response, wasn't it? I don't think... were too comfortable with China scoring there and said, nope, that's not what we're up about.
Absolutely. Centre possession critical, and the Philippines are certainly dominating that.
So ball back into the centre, just getting tangled up out the outer side here. As Lag de Mayo.
She's come away with it quite a few times.
Oh, that's just a good dive. And, she got away with that one. I was going to say, literally did the Superman then and put
Sarah
herself on
Nelson
the
came
ground.
away with that one.
Fires outside, and that's going to be a Chinese ball.
Yeah, goalkeeper again closest to the line where the ball went out.
And we'll see Jodie Chu bring the ball in. looks to start, and that will be time. Okay, that is quarter time here in the first pool game of the 2025 Asia Pacific Women's Lacrosse Championships. We currently see Philippines 3 leading China 1. But China getting on the board there with a good shot.
Yeah, nice finish on that free shot. You know, there's always a bit of pressure on your first free shot, so it was nice to see her run in and really take her time and put it away.
And the two teams go and find a little bit of shade out there. It's about 27 degrees here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium, and a beautiful day. And if you're up where we are, it is just a nice little breeze outside. The best spot in the house is up where Christian is, up on the camera. He's got the bird's eye view of everything and doing a great job with the feed down there. We hope you're enjoying it. And we see the roving Timmy D down there, just with his nice sun hat on, looking very splendid. That is the slip, slap, seek and slide. All those methods. I'm glad I don't have a list, Rochelle.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think he's going to get a bit warm out there over the course of the week. But it's a perfect day for lacrosse. Really nice breeze, nice temperature, not too humid. Perfect day.
And I know when you rolled up yesterday and we came down here and you went, oh, wish I was still playing. Absolutely.
Couldn't think of anything better than playing on these stadiums and this surface. It's amazing.
And the facilities that have been set up for the girls by Lacrosse Australia, second to none at the moment. I mean, we went down and had a look at their recovery areas with their ice baths and their
player recovery area looked amazing.
Did and
even
compression
boots and the ice baths, which is never fun, but necessary part of the recovery program.
I think compression boots in my time were Ugg boots after a game. That was probably the compression that I once had. It was like
there's still a few people out there rocking the Ugg boots after the game.
Oh, so you have seen me. And they are, but you wouldn't want them up. I don't think you need them up in this beautiful part of the world.
Absolutely.
It's very much glorious out there at the moment, and you can see with the flags just flying in the background as the feed comes through that there is just a beautiful day for lacrosse. Could not have asked for better.
The Philippines really, dominated that centre possession there and created some good opportunities for themselves out there, didn't they?
They did. So who were you impressed with in that first quarter? On the Philippines side.
On the Philippines side, like DeMayo in the number 4 came away with a lot of those midfield turnovers, carried the ball well. There were some really good finishes. Lazo finishing off a couple down there, along with Rojas. Centre possession has been good, so Sarah Nelson, number 10, also doing some great work.
It is, and back to the centre they will go for quarter number 2. And welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network. And we see Jing Peng in there, up against De Guzman. De Guzman fires the ball out, stretches high. She will pick up the ground ball. De Guzman just puts up a ground ball stat on her centre draw stats.
Always nice to get a couple of stats on there.
As Nelson goes for the little goose step, but runs into 3 Chinese defenders. Oh, it comes back. They've all parted for her. She's looking for a free space and will certainly get that free space.
Absolutely.
She threw the rod literally out there and caught the fish.
She did. Drew them in nicely.
So Sarah Nelson takes the ball on this left hand, 15-metre arc. Steps inside. Nelson looks down, fires. Good save there again from the keeper in Jodie Chu. She's been very good. That's about her 4th save at the moment.
And they're all one-on-one, so she's moving well, very agile.
And just sits behind.
They're very patient in this clear.
Oh, good outlet there. Kicks the ball over there to Michelle Zai. Zai down this left-hand wing, just getting pushed out. Great breaks to stop her from going out of bounds. Kicks the ball back there to Chu. Chu reassesses again. She has Yao Singdong on her left. And Sing Dong will look for... There's not a lot of movement up here past that restraining line at the moment from China.
Yeah, they really need someone to work hard off the ball and lead up towards the goalkeeper here.
Jodie Chu taking her time. Philippines currently with a 3-1 lead, if you're just joining us on the Australian Lacrosse Network or on World Lacrosse TV, wherever you are in the world, welcome. We hope you enjoy the next 6 days here at these beautiful Women's World Qualifiers for the Asia Pacific World Qualifiers. The top 4 teams go through. Japan is already one of them because they are the host nation. So there will be the next 3 teams go through to the 2026 World Championships in Tokyo, Japan, which is not that far away, Michelle.
It'll come around quickly.
It will. Chu. Now the pressure comes.
Pressure coming.
Looks to put pressure. Goalie, good there from the keeper, Sing Dong. Looks to pick it up. Now the pressure comes from the Philippines. Great pick up on the ground there from Carrera. Carrera looks inside. Good trail check, though. And back to the keeper. Oh, just... she was actually quite lucky there. No, she wasn't. There's a card coming.
There's a card coming.
And that card will be assessed on Steph Lazo. She's already been a goal scorer today. And that is going to be for a big swipe. That one definitely probably worth it, wasn't it? Even though the goalie does have gear, we've still got a duty of care to the players. So the rules still apply. It doesn't matter whether you've got gloves and a helmet on.
Absolutely. Attackers get pretty excited when those goalies come out.
So Na Shan now with the ball.
They're player up, so they should be able to find some open space.
You'd expect that if they push one of these sides, that at some point there's an over number. You'll be 2-on-3 or 2-on-1. But at the moment, they're very content to take some time out of this game.
Yeah, happy to run this.
So Na Shan brings the ball over. And you'd like to see this whole defense start to step up and compress that, because it's a lot easier then, and maybe get one over the back.
Yeah, the Philippines are maintaining their spare in the middle, not pushing out too hard.
Okay, it's opening up on the right-hand side over there.
And they'd be happy to wind this penalty down, so.
That they are. The Philippines would be saying, look, you can attack when you man up. Ball on the outer side now. And into their offensive third. And pops the ball down the bottom corner. And they're still working that left-hand side.
They are.
China.
Philippines aren't zoning up, so.
So they are still a man down here, or they're in a power play situation. Looks to sneak the corner. Goal scorer already here. Looks to get inside under pressure. Flag, draws the flag. Good save there from the keeper. But good work there from Lauren Lamb to just get on her right, then her left, and gets that one backed up. The flag's obviously waved off, Michelle.
It is. Drew the foul, but took the shot, so.
And good save in there from Beattie. So she's got a couple of saves today, has Beattie. Looks to attack that bottom left-hand corner. Zai. Looks up. Good pressure there from Carrera. Carrera looking to drive on her left. Yeah, they're just not engaging that attack, are they?
Yeah, they really need someone to take control of this and drive hard and draw a player.
So ball back up the top here with Peng. Peng looks to roll inside, outside. Not there. Kicks the ball back down to the left-hand corner. So they're doing a lot of work without actually attacking the cage as such at the moment.
Yeah, they're very patient. They obviously want to set something up.
Oh, good inside look, just
like
like that.
Just like that.
What would we know? That was good, patient play there. And China get another one on the board. I'm just trying to pick up the number there.
It's number 8, Lauren Lamb.
That is
again.
Lauren Lamb again. So she has both goals for the Chinese team.
Really great look and good feed.
So she opens the scoring in the second term here. And they actually lead the quarter at the moment, 1-0.
Absolutely. They've nice patient attack played off.
And we've got a timeout here, I believe. Let's see if or is it a hydration break? No, looks like coaches are on field, so just a timeout called here. As the Philippine ladies head to a little bit of shade while they get the opportunity. The Chinese coaches certainly probably discussing down in that offensive end what they're doing. Again, had a lot of patience down there. They've actually, even from their defensive end, been very patient in just holding the ball.
Yep. Not going to be rushed and play their style of game. So really nice to see them actually setting that play up and getting a reward for their patience down there.
So we've got a 3-2 game here. It's about probably halfway through about 8.5 to go. We're hearing in the second term. Game is in the balance at the moment. As I said, Philippines came out and went bang, 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 and showed a lot of flair. But
China's drawing them back.
Well, they're just not letting them get the ball, are they?
Maintaining possession and really playing that patient, structured attack.
And probably going to be very frustrating for the Philippines team, who look like they want to attack every time they get the ball.
Yeah, they're a bit more run and gun style. They've had quite a lot of opportunities actually. They've probably had 4 or 5 misses and missed the cage, and a couple of really good saves. So
yeah, Rojas had one right on the crease here, like with effectively no one in there. And they can come back to bite you sometimes. You get limited opportunities in games.
Yep. Especially when trying to maintain such possession from the goalkeeper all the way down. They've got a very different setups. Philippines at times have had 3 behind, and China with no one behind. So really different styles of attack.
So Peng into the centre draw for China, up against de Guzman. And de Guzman has taken every centre at the moment for the Philippines. Ball comes out nicely. Up the top, can China get possession again? Looking to do that now. Good pressure out there, but deemed to not have had possession, I believe, there when she stepped over the line. So China with the ball.
Setting things up again.
Zhang, top centre, looks to go inside, does get inside very easily. Oh, that was almost the slower ball out there off the pitch. And that is going to be well backed up down there by Stasuli from the Philippines. And Stasuli, you'd expect that she'll try and run this one out. She had great pace on this side in the first term when she went to run it out. Fires it down now to Carrera.
Philippines starting to set something up here.
So Niet kicks the ball over there to Carrera. Carrera looks down on the bottom corner, just missed her mark, but no damage done as it was backed up. Oh, opened up the backside, little quick stick there, not able to get control of that. But again, fortuitously, it comes back to de Guzman behind the cage. Ball up the top with Niet. Carrera looking to set up to go left. Does. Oh, it gives a little one outright. Oh, another good save there from the keeper and Jodie Chu.
Great save.
She's been very good so far. That's save number 6 for Chu. And she now is under pressure again. Fires the ball on this outer side here to Ishin.
Bit more aggressive in the... Oh, no. Having
No.
said that, they've gone back.
Going back again. So Ishin now receives the ball back again. She has her teammate Peng on her right-hand side, but certainly this is something they've worked on, looking for just maybe a quick transition out of this clear from the keeper, Jodie Chu. Very patient and not even worrying about trying to get above that 15-metre arc. Ball comes back over to Ishin. Ishin looks down, misses a target. Philippines to pick the ball up, doesn't quite get a handle on the ball there. Ball down on the ground to be won. Ball is won. Picked up there by Stasuli. Stasuli looks down. Oh, great forward pass there down to Lazo. Lazo looks inside. Excellent on her left. Great team goal there as de Guzman finishes that one off for the Philippines. But what great ball movement,
Nice
Michelle,
ball
down
movement.
the field.
Great transition. Found the open player on each side and a really nice finish. Really held that shot and made the goalie commit and then just put it past her with a nice... Not much pace on that shot, but it certainly was placed well. So, yeah, great transition goal.
Just the vision to find those players that were streaming back. You can see transition is going to be a huge part of this Philippines team.
And you can see how hard they've worked on that ride because they just subbed about 4 or 5 all in a row. So Philippines working hard on the ride, transition straight back down. Coaches will be happy with that one.
And back into the centre. We've got a change in here. Lamb, I think, has gone into the centre here for China. As has Lag de Mayo for the Philippines. So a new centre draw combination in there. Rojas. Oh, I was going to say that was lucky.
Back up by the goalie.
And Jodie Chu, she's everywhere at the moment. And here they go again, setting this ball on the outer side for China. Just taking their time, looking to draw those players. She has Lee on this side, who receives the ball now from Chu. Looks to go back, and Chu, if it was a, if you were playing a super coach, Chu would have plenty of stats right now with the passing stats. Sending a defender on here. So they've just sent Yap on and looks up and over. Oh, that's a great outlet.
Pass.
Ball comes down with Lamb. Lamb just runs into her defender, but deemed to be illegal.
Yeah, foul on Sarah Nelson there.
Almost the Hail Mary there.
Fantastic pass from the keeper.
Found Lamb. Lamb already with the only 2 goals for China. Looks to get down, gets a little trail check. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a
stick.
China ball, as they were closest to the ball when it went over that back line. And Zai will bring it in for China. So Michelle Zai kicks the ball up here to Jing Peng. Peng. Ball back up here to Lamb, the goal scorer. Looks to come and set a little 2-man game. And you see a lot of that now in the women's game with this fan opening up.
That's right. Working this side, working together, setting some picks, coming off.
Or just hung
Overhead
it out.
check.
Great check there from Carrera. And this is where they love. De Guzman couldn't quite keep the ball in her stick. Might have been a pre-check there, but able to let go. Oof. That's going to be a push. And there was an offside there too. So they're still offside, China. So they're going to have to just
make up those numbers.
So they'll have to send someone back because they're still offside here, China.
Still off.
So the officials haven't seen that yet. And now she is able to come back. Probably should have sent someone else back then before that play was started. Looks inside to Guzman, just runs into the defender and called for a...
held check.
Well, there you go. Sometimes it just works out for you, doesn't it, when you attack the cage?
Yeah, de Guzman really happy to draw that foul, set herself up for another free shot.
So de Guzman.
So I think she'll look across on the last one. She gave a nice feed.
Looks over. Finds Lagdamayo. Lagdamayo steps down, out, and that's China ball. China with the backup.
Yeah, they've actually won quite a few of those.
They've won quite a lot of those. Well, it's funny because I saw the Philippines attacker step back towards the line. I thought that's why the shot. I thought the shot might be coming from that, but the pass went and then went to attack the cage. The China defender stayed back, and sometimes you get lucky. So ball in the stick of the keeper. We've said that a bit in this first half.
Bit more pressure from the Philippines now.
Saidong out the other side. Has the ball now as Rojas starts to put some pressure. She's going to be doing shuttles all day if she's going to be doing that, Rojas. So looking to open up. Should be just attacking the offensive end there. Just waited for a defender to get in front of her. And ball comes back to the centre. If she'd actually kept attacking into that offensive end, someone would have had to come and would have opened up a transition, potential transition opportunity. But ball, they're obviously under strict instructions, the Chinese team.
Yep, very disciplined and sticking to this style of play.
Tell you what else is very, is every time they start to do this, they've sent Kylie Yap on to go and try and shut that down.
They have.
And you see, here she goes again. She's there to go and get the goalie. I tell you what, before the end of the day, I am predicting she's going to pick one off and she's going to go straight back past the goalie as we have that is half time here. There you go. Again, snuck up on us very quickly.
Did. I was getting into that. You forget about the clock.
It's almost Sixers stuff.
Fast and furious.
It is indeed. And we see a 4-2 scoreline here the way of the Philippines at halftime in this first round match.
That was a tight quarter.
And really, they've obviously seen what the Philippines want to do with this quick transition ball and being able to get into their offensive end and not have the defense set up. So China very, very patient with the ball, bringing it out. Again, a couple of times you sort of think they're out and they almost don't want to be out.
Yes. Yeah, no one running through the lanes, creating, breaking open that transition. And so the Philippines really zoning up and allowing them to, be patient. And it's a good battle. See who's going to come out with some of those. The goalies, each time, Michelle, Kylie Yap's come on and really, tried to pressure that goalkeeper. And there's all of a sudden, forces them to move.
The chess game just, you've played your piece. Now I'm going to play mine. And what are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
And just putting her under pressure to make that decision a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Jodie Chu opened up a couple of options for China with the big pass through the lane. But generally...
And Jodie Chu's been really good in the cage. I had her down for about 6 saves in that first half. And a couple of really good stick saves.
Absolutely.
As has keeper down the other end in Beattie.
Yep.
Had a couple of saves that quarter, but just hasn't seen the amount of shots.
No, China playing much more patient, so making the most of their opportunities. Philippines happier to drive and really try and draw the fouls, and then and work on the transition. So a lot more free flowing. Bit more run and gun style, letting some shots go from a bit further out. China patient. Yeah,
the two sides of a coin at the moment are the two teams. And goal scorers for the teams, if you are just joining us. For China, Lauren Lamb, well, she has both of them. One in the first, one in the second. And she has been able to get on cage a couple of more times than that. But for the Philippines, Lagdamayo got one. De Guzman got a really good one in that last transition goal. But Steph Lazo in the first quarter got 2 and a yellow card. So she's just racking up her stats down there as Lazo.
Maybe not all the stats you want with that card. But they were lucky. They didn't do too much damage in that player down situation. So managed to hold it out.
And again, for our Chinese viewers, we didn't do too much damage by having the wrong team sheet here. So we do apologise if you were getting ongoing hang on, that's my daughter out there. And, yeah, again, we'll call that the teething of the first game of a championship.
Get that out of the way
Get
early.
that out of the way early. But we hope you are enjoying the coverage here. Live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network and the World Lacrosse TV. It's great to be able to bring it to you here. Michelle Davies in the commentary with me. And that's the first half out the way, Michelle. Coming from coaching, commentary.
Yeah, it was. I was probably, if I was the Philippines coach, I'd be frustrated with some of the, not the shots, but the lack of backup behind. So,
Yep.
you want to get that second option. So I was surprised at how many times China came away with that. So I think there's a bit of opportunity for them to push that ride a bit harder.
Yep, absolutely.
Really go hard. They haven't bumped up. They're definitely zoning off rather than, and except for when Kylie Yap comes on, and then they go hard,
Yep.
and bump up. But otherwise, they're pretty much staying in their zone,
Yeah.
and allowing them just to walk it up. So yeah, they could put a bit more pressure on through that ride, I think.
Yeah, and I think as coaches like the Philippines then did see, China slow it down. The coaches make that move to get that ball out quickly, so they can potentially utilise the ride that they've set up. So China now have to do a little bit of a tinkling with their coaching. And this is, as I said, it's a great thing about it. It is like a chess game, as I said before.
They're probably 1-1. They got the pass out to Lamb, and
Yep.
she scored. And
Yep.
then they also managed to shut down and got a great transition goal themselves through to Guzman. So, yeah,
I must say,
probably
really,
about even.
really impressed with Jodie Chu's outlets too. She's been on the money with the
Accurate passes.
accurate passes. So
And she's pretty unfazed.
Yeah.
Comes out pretty
yeah.
cool.
Well, we saw her come out the cage in the first quarter and just take out an attacker and wore the yellow card. It's. She
Yes.
won't want another one of them.
No, she certainly won't.
So
But having said that, she's pretty comfortable to come out and take the pressure. So well done to Jodie Chu there. She's
well, that's interesting, and you're glad you got two keepers, because if your keeper comes out and gets another one and gets a yellow card with 5-minute expulsion, no keeper in there for 5 minutes would be something we don't see in the game very often.
nor do you want to see.
It's and I'm still saying they'll still only shoot at about 75%.
Yeah.
They will. But, as we see out there at the moment, Abigail Beattie just
Has been
spending
in
a
the
bit more
cage
time.
through the whole
And
halftime break. No
interest-
break for her.
Interesting here too, isn't it? It is warm out there, and the girls, but they're on their toes, on their feet. I wonder how that'll come to play later in the week if they get to those points where it's half time. Go, get relaxed, really start to recover.
Get some shade.
When they're all out in the sun, they're all throwing the ball around at the moment, the Philippines. It'd be interesting to see
as the week goes on.
Absolutely. Not now. Everyone's...
It's a lot of nervous
energy out there, isn't it?
I feel it.
You feel it? You feel the nervous energy? It is. And that's why...
That's in the commentary position. So
it's... but a good crowd starting to build up here at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. If you are around the area, do yourself a favour. Come down and watch some of the best lacrosse players in the Asia Pacific as we head towards the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles. And some of these players that you are watching here, they will be Olympians.
they will
Michelle.
be. It's nice to hear, isn't it?
It just has a ring, doesn't it? Almost
It really does.
Almost has 5 rings to it. It does. But,
Is that the first of many bad jokes I'm going to hear
there
over
are.
this
I've got a
week?
week full of them as the week does continue on. But yeah, really looking forward to the progression of where lacrosse heads into those Los Angeles Summer Olympics in 2028.
Yeah, fantastic. And we'll see a lot of these players, the ability to play across both forms of the game.
Yep.
Particularly through the midfielders, is something that's a great feature of this new style of lacrosse that in the Olympic format of sixes.
Certainly gives the commentators also a little bit more to think about because it happens so quickly. you look down, look up, and the ball's down the other end, and someone else is shooting. So, a bit of juggling going on down there by the goalkeeper and Jodie Chuk. Is there nothing she can do?
Yeah, keeping her eye in.
Hey, look at that. 3-ball juggle. Probably won't see that on the screen, but you might see it in the background. Just got all the party tricks.
That's a new warm-up.
Well, goalies are a unique breed, Michelle. They are. They do whatever they can to give the advantage, and
Upset an attacker, and
I suppose juggling, that's hand-eye coordination.
absolutely.
I'd like to see the 4 balls come out, though. It's always a little
We'll have
bit
to
more
talk to
challenging.
Jodie and
See if she can-
get the challenge to
We
it.
might go down. I used to be able to juggle 4, so we
Really?
might be go down and see whether I can still catch them.
We'll get that on camera later. We'll get Tim
Something
down
for-
there.
Something for the
Tony
social
and
media.
Jodie.
I think she'll probably do me at the moment.
By the standard she was setting down there, you might be in trouble, mate.
I could be in trouble. Always in trouble when I open my mouth here, Michelle. As the ladies head back out onto the field, eager to get back out.
Back out
and
there.
get this
Philippines
game
really, Tommy,
started.
getting back out there?
Yeah, they really, body language is anything to go by. That's a great sign if you're a coach, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Let me out there. Come on,
Let
let's
me
just
out.
get this done.
Yeah.
So we've got a 4-2 ball game here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network and World Lacrosse TV. We hope you enjoy this coverage right throughout the week. And you will have myself, Tony Watts, and Michelle Davies all week. So
Lucky viewers.
aren't they? Hey,
I think it's lucky us.
it
this-
is
in
lucky
this
us. We
great-
get the
great
best spot in the house to watch lacrosse all week, and we just get to talk about it. So, ball back in the centre here. And de Guzman, after Lag de Mayo gave her a break in the last one, de Guzman said, "No, let me back at it." And the ball comes back out, and there's Lag de Mayo. She's not too far away from the action.
Often carrying it down.
Oh, and does get by really quickly. Pyres down, a good save. The keepers have been changed down there, so that's the opportunity you want. Picked off, comes back the other way. Looks inside. Rojas. That is Caroline Rojas getting pushed out. Good pressure there from China. And going to be a Philippines ball. As deemed to
Slight
impede
push there.
Was Ling Ray. De Guzman working with it. Rojas, not there. Kicks the ball down through X. Finds Lazo. Lazo. As the ball rotates back up to the top centre. Sarah Nelson. Looks to go left. Little right. Has she got a good night? Yeah. Oh, tink, tink, tink off the bar. Ball picked up here by Rojas. And good shot there. Just testing out the paintwork.
Absolutely. Great drive and lovely shot. Unlucky not to put that one away.
So knee it down the back, looking to get on the corner. Gee, she just gets poleaxed down the back corner. But her China opponent has got up and helped her up. That's what we like to see in this wonderful sport that we do play.
Setting up, Sarah Lazo getting set for this shot.
Already with 2 on the board. Lazo looks inside. Finds Nelson. Nelson fires. Good save up the top.
Looking for a quicker release now, this new keeper.
Hard to pick up that number on the front. Is it? As the ball comes out, so and they're trying to shut off that goalie, the opportunity to give it back to the goalie. So just trying to upset their plans, and there's a pick-off coming here if they keep messing around with it too much.
Yeah, Lazo just putting a little bit more pressure on there. Another change, trying to see what they do.
So Lazo just creeping around the circle. A little bit of ring-a-ring-a-rosy. Just trying to force her out to the top. And they're just going to run circles. That'll certainly tie the legs. Lazo says, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to step out
back.
here.
Had enough of
I
chasing
don't
her
really
around
want to
the
run
circle.
circles. And looking
Open
to
player
promote
on
the
the other
ball.
side.
Finds the open player on the outer side. And that is Jai. Jai under pressure. Looks to kick it back and it'll come back to the keeper. So opens up. Well, there's a free player there in Ling Ray in the middle, but not throws that one down. I've got the keeper's wearing number one as well. So we'll just double check with that. It's definitely not, doesn't look like Chu because she was down there throwing the ball around. And ball comes out and they finally get it into their offensive third. So China with an opportunity. They're second guessing where they should be throwing the ball at the moment, China, although this could open up there.
They're almost waiting for somebody to go.
Sawicki. And the ball comes back on the outer side.
Yeah, most plays coming through Michelle Zai at the moment.
And she has just tried to run straight through her there, Michelle Zai, through the defender. And the defender gets very hard to defend sometimes in this women's game.
Yeah, who initiated
Who
that
initiated that contact? Michelle Zai, though, being the beneficiary of it.
Yeah.
Looks down on the bottom corner. Good shut down there from Olivia Pugh. And just chases her out to the boundary. And ball comes back to Zai. As the ball comes up through top centre. Looks to drive in. Good drive in there from Peng. Peng
Some
now
good
gets
defense
doubled.
there,
Oh,
and
great pick
intercept.
off. And the ball's coming back the other way. Stasuli has the ball, has motors. She has one on over. Finds the one on over. Just couldn't quite get a handle on the ball there. As that was probably the only part of that play that didn't really work well for them. And that was Mark Lalad, who just couldn't quite take a handle of the ball. Ball comes back the other way. Oh, that's come off the foot. That's a really good shot there from the Chinese attacker there in Cindy Jai.
Great fast transition. Probably the first one we've seen from China, actually.
Was the keeper's actually, I reckon she's got, we look at the replay on this, the keeper looks like she's got a foot to the ball and it's just, oh no, just a good bounce shot up the top corner.
You can see the bounce there.
Yeah,
right up into that top corner.
That's why I thought it had hit a foot or something because it really did elevate quite quickly.
Great pass there from Michelle Zai, though. Good look and gave her some time to actually put that one away.
So Cindy Jai with her first of the game, and it's the first of the third term, and we've got a 4-all game. 4-3 game, sorry. And China again with the ball. They're certainly getting pressured every time they get the ball. But can the Philippines do anything with it once they get to that point? They'll look to go back to the keeper, which they do, and the keeper will be under pressure straight away from Maklalad. And we're back to Ringa-Ringa-Rosie. So just using the circle. Now she's caught up with her. Oh, could have kept chasing. But the open player fires up, kicks it back.
Yeah, they're really happy to take it back.
They're very happy to take the ball back, aren't they? It's almost that other sport with the round ball where you kick it back all the time to try and draw that defence and open things up, and maybe they've taken something from that other sport. But yeah, they look to go back every time they get the ball.
Yeah, they take the pressure, but then are really happy to take it back and start again.
So ball in the hands of the keeper.
Great transition through the middle there.
And ball dropped. Ball to be picked up on the deck. This is where the hard work's done, the ground ball. Sawicki.
It's a great pick up under pressure there.
Michelle Zai looks to...
she tends to control most of their setup, so...
She does indeed. And the ball comes out to Lauren Lamb. Lamb looks to go inside. Good pressure there from Stasoli.
Oh, she's open.
Oh, knocked
great
down.
Great stick, Carrera. And Michelle's eye was open there. Great read from Carolyn Carrera to knock that down.
And Beattie ends up with the ball in her stick. She went out there and did a fair warm-up at half-time too.
Yeah, she didn't take much break.
Beattie. So, outlet here. Finds Stasoli. Stasoli kicks the ball down. Ball in the stick here of Kat Rojas. Rojas down to Lazo. Back to Rojas. Carrera looking to present, but Rojas says, I don't mind my match up here. Ball comes over to Johnson. Johnson looking to draw left. Right. Steps inside. Good shot there from Johnson. And gets one on the board again for the Philippines in what was probably a pretty quick turnaround from the Chinese goal.
Absolutely. Really nicely set up. They kept a bit of an ISO up there for Johnson. Great drive and an exceptionally good finish.
So, first goal of the third term.
Most of their drives are coming from that top position. So they're leaving it really wide, occupying off ball and giving the opportunity for the one-on-one and drive to the cage. So we've seen that a couple of times now with Lazo and now Johnson, but that was a particularly nice finish.
And I believe the goalie in there at the moment is Becky Yang, who was listed down with me as number 24, 22. So she's definitely got number 1 on. So just trying to confuse the commentators, I think.
It worked.
It worked. I mean, I was so confused I had a different team
Two
list.
sheets.
But, yeah, so Becky Yang is in the cage for, well, unless it was Becky Yang first, and because they're both wearing 1, but we're going to go with what we go. We've got a 5-3 game here. Timeout in the third term with about 5 minutes to go in the third. And just that 2-goal break again from the Philippines.
Both teams were happy to take a few more risks there. China was still patient in that transition, but they did open up the lanes a bit more and had a nice transition goal. Michelle Zhang definitely controlling the play for China.
Yeah. Yeah, every
Seems
time.
to be one that sets it up, calls what the play's going to be.
Yeah, as I said, that Michelle's eye, every time she gets the ball, it's something is set up there. I like Jing Peng's work down there as well at the moment. She's working hard off ball for China. And interesting because they pick a MVP of the game from one player from both teams.
From either team. So
one player only from both teams at the end of the game. And, you know, at the moment,
it's hard to pick this one.
It is hard to pick. I mean, I think Lauren Lamb, while she has got 2 goals, she's been pretty instrumental down at the offensive end as well, as has Peng and Zai. And then the other one, I've been really impressed with de Guzman through the centre. And I've also been impressed with Lag de Mayo. She's been, if she hasn't been taking the centre draw.
She's come away with it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, 5 minutes to go here, plus, in the third. And ball comes back to the centre. We've got Philippines leading China 5-3. Ball is out.
Great draw and great take.
Tell you what, Johnson's grown about 3 feet after that last goal, because that was a great take out of the centre. Rojas with the ball. Brings it down. through the exposition. Again, we thought she might be a real match winner when we were watching her, but
She's been well held.
she has been well held. So Kat Rojas.
Setting up the ISO here.
So they're very flat in this defence are China. Rojas just looking to go from the spot. Just steps inside. Left-handed. Bang. Pops it up the top shelf. Gets knocked down after. But Kat Rojas just found her spot, didn't she?
Absolutely. Great play. Very much a setup for her to take that one-on-one drive from the top. Fantastic split dodge and again, an exceptional finish.
Just took it to her space, and that one might have just started to rattle the cookie jar up there on that top shelf.
They
some heat.
Yeah, that seems to be their pattern now. We've seen Johnson and now Carrera take those, and yeah, a lot of work from the top there. Great off-ball work to occupy your defenders. Those slides weren't coming too fast, so not much support for that defender up top there.
Ball back into the centre. So a 6-3, the biggest lead of the match so far. Just a little bit of ball to be won down there. Great extraction there from Stasuli. Stasuli got motors as well with pace. Stasuli looks, flicks the ball over there to Rojas. Ball down the back corner to Lazo. And they will just settle. And Lazo just waits for de Guzman to come on for that substitution. Has back there to the, looks on the bottom corner, no angle whatsoever, comes off the post, tink, 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 and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good to see the Philippines backing up their own shot there.
And Lazo will bring the ball in for the Philippines. So they have spoken about that. Oh, looked inside. That nearly worked for de Guzman. Carolyn Rojas. Great.
Picked off by the keeper.
I'll tell you what, she was reading her eyes there. She was. And Becky Yang just snaffled that one out the air. Wants to go for a run. Not to be. Ball up here with He Huan. Kicks the ball back there to Yang. And Yang just watching that she doesn't step back in that circle, because that's going to turn the ball over. Once you take it out, you can no longer take it back in that circle yourself. And
Which is why we see this cat and mouse game happening, hey?
It is. And obviously the women's game had a change with the goal circle. So it's now they have 5 seconds to get the ball out of the goal circle. And they're just playing ring-a-ring. Around they go. Oh, here comes some pace, though. Looks to pressure the keeper. And they need to keep the pressure on here. They've got to be careful not to foul. And she's just throwing the ball back in the net. So you can't carry the ball back in the net, but you can throw the ball back in the net. Oh, picked off. She's got stretch. Does Nelson. Nelson looks down. Great turnover. Lazo gets her third of the game. And you could just see, you could see those pick-offs are going to happen at some point.
Yeah, Johnson, get nice stick in there. Great intercept. Good look. Gave Steph Lasso a lot of time there to actually put it away.
And
they're the turnovers that really hurt.
Go Gadget arms, I must say. There.
Yeah, she's really stepped up in this quarter, hasn't she?
Johnson just like 7'9" with that stick.
Like you, Tony.
Well, certainly not. Said no one ever. As Lazo gets her third of the game, her first of this third quarter.
Yeah, so just putting a little bit more heat on those on that transition and turning it over.
So ball, that's a good centre draw. Ball down is picked up there by Kat Rojas. Rojas looks over to Johnson. Johnson just looking for an option. And puts the ball down the bottom corner. Ball now back to Johnson. Johnson to Carrera. Carrera fires it over there to Lazo. Oh, no, sorry, that's Rojas. Oh, to Johnson. Really starting to play good team lacrosse here. And Johnson gets on the board for her second of this third term. It's almost just that little give and get.
Yeah, that's a similar setup, and you thought that the one-on-one drive was coming, but a bit of work off the ball, pick on the other side, and Johnson came through with a really aggressive cut, really presented well, and a perfect feed and finish.
And 8-3 is the score line, and that is three-quarter time. So right on the death knell of three-quarter time. They get another one and bring it out to a 5-goal lead here to the Philippines.
Yeah, that was a big quarter. Really good comeback. A lot more pressure on that ride. A couple of turnovers. Finishes were good.
And the crowd going nuts in front of us here. Just got the bit of social media happening from the bench back towards the fans. And the fans all sitting up here, up, and it's almost like had the wave going here down at the Sunshine Coast Stadium.
Yeah, we've got a few Aussie players down in front of us,
Just
watching.
having a bit of a look. We see a couple down there. Mim Schweirer's jury, Olivia Parker, just having a little watch on this first game, as they will play both of these sides in the coming days. It'd be interesting to see if they still continue to play this very slow game, China, throughout the week.
Yeah, I can see the Aussie coaches down there, so obviously taking some notes on both the styles of game from both teams.
Yes, as we can see New Zealand down there as well, and another couple of teams just having a bit of a
different vibe from the Philippines there. Back in under the shade, calm it down. So after a razz up at halftime, came out blazing and
out they come. So 5-goal game. They've probably utilised their bench fairly well. I'm looking down there at numbers, and I think we've called just about everyone on the field at the moment, as there's a couple of numbers coming out onto the field that maybe haven't seen a massive amount of game time with this 5-goal lead, especially in this defensive end.
Yeah, rotating through on both sides, getting everyone out.
But setting 4 back in their defence here, the Philippines.
Yeah, a bit of a change, particularly considering that they've come out with most of the centres, so a bit more conservative now.
Ball in the centre. Ball to be won. Good contest. That's come off a blue foot, I think.
Yep.
And no, deemed to have come off
I
a
was
China
with
foot.
you on that one.
There you go. Ball kicked there to de Guzman. And de Guzman just settles it down into the offense, as we see Truex with the ball.
Philippines a bit more patient, setting something up, maintaining that lead, so no need to rush.
As Lag de Mayo kicks the ball over there to Nelson. Oh, sorry, that's not Nelson. That is Lazo. Well, Lazo gets crunched into the centre. But the one good thing about falling down on this turf, it's just like it wraps you up.
It's like a big cushion.
It's like a big cushion out there. The
Not
turf
sure.
is amazing here at the stadium.
Not sure Sarah Nelson will agree with you on that one.
Well, she says it was a bit harder than the pillow that I slept on last night, but we'll...
She's back up and about, though.
We'll go with it. So, ball in the stick here of Lag de Mayo. Lag de Mayo looks to go in left, doesn't, fires across, and it's come across. Good roll on this ground. Pressure had there. Great pick up. Finds Rojas. Rojas to Nelson. Nelson looking, she wants to go right, I think. Nelson still looking to go left. China, good defense there. Finds Lazo. Lazo, little two-man game coming. Lazo just trying to get inside her defender there. Good defense there from China. To Guzman. running this right-hand corner, open up in the middle, and there, great save there from the keeper. Ball out. Keeper, great ground ball as well, and runs into de Guzman on the back side. Great save.
Great save. She was definitely open there and a really good feed, but just couldn't put that one away.
As we see Lauren Lamb come down the field.
Great
just hung the ball out and deemed to be too close to that bubble. Pop, it goes.
Yep, big trailing check there. Given she was driving in, you have to go for those.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you've got to defend, don't you?
Yep.
And you'd rather her set up from the 15. So Lamb looks to go in. Good defence again. That was really good defence there from the Philippines. And they're in a transition ball coming back the other way. Quick feet. Looks on the outer side here to Lazo. Lazo looks down bottom corner, steps in. Could have fired, didn't, just held it just slightly. And Carolyn Rojas gets one on the board. I thought she might have been a prolific scorer in this one when we were watching, but she's certainly got one.
She has now. And just held it for that couple of seconds longer and really gave herself the opportunity to put it away, well, particularly after rushing the one just before. So
well, you see there, just that hold on that replay, the goalie bit to go to that side, which overplayed her hand, just like me in a good poker game, and gamble responsibly, but just overplayed and opened up that right-hand side.
And I think she'd learnt from that previous shot. So, yeah, really nice to see and a fantastic finish after a really good transition. But all caused by the turnover of Carolyn Carrera down in at that free shot. Great defensive work.
It is, and the score really starting to expand now between the two teams. Ball looks up. Oh, they've been very good in some of these interceptions. Oh, that's a good contest in the middle. Both players giving absolutely 100% at that ball. And nothing untoward with that contest. Just good, hard lacrosse.
Good, hard, competitive spirit, all targeted at getting that ball.
But Nelson will be the recipient of that one. Nelson tucks it inside and brings it into offense. Kicks the ball out there to Truex. So Bailey Truex. Back to Nelson. Back to Truex. Truex. Looked like she was going to send a little flip there. Ball on the bottom corner. Good inside look.
Nice back up.
Could come off here, but didn't. Nelson has the ball. Great cut through the centre there from the Philippines. Ball back up here with Nelson. Nelson does get inside. Fires that one wide, and that is going to be a... Oh. So we're just watching. She got up then and then...
And then fell.
I think, I'm not sure whether she has got a... So this is the shot here. She gets down and around and then just runs. Oh, she's hit her head there. So she goes to stand up and just looked a little wobbly on that. So coach comes on and just might have just the head to the ground there.
Yeah,
so
landed hard.
And we have a duty of care with our players, so she'll be assessed. Great medical team here. Believe we've got St John on site, so they're straight on her at the moment, and they will assess her down there, as they are right in front of us as we talk. So Sarah Nelson she looks in good spirits down there. She's just give me a drink, please, and let me. And she's up and on her feet.
She's up and about, yeah. But being assessed by the medical team down there,
which is good.
Yeah, she's grabbing a drink.
Good to see. Ball back up the top, kicks it over there. Truex looks to step in. Truex does step in. Good. Oh, that's come off the foot of the keeper and gone right angles out to the right goal line extended. So ball down the bottom. One to beat. Does beat Rojas. There's another one. As Carolyn Rojas says, well, the fourth quarter might just be my time.
Yeah, really worked that corner and was happy to take on that drive. A lot of space for her there and a big one-on-one.
And Score now out to a 10-3 lead to the Philippines. About 9:50 to go in this contest. And the Philippines, I said by 6. So China need to score one. Don't like being wrong in the first game. But it's, yeah, interesting to see as the week goes on.
It's been a good battle. It's been a really good battle.
It has. It's been that arm wrestle. And all of a sudden, they're just starting to get the ascendancy, aren't they? The Philippines. So, ball comes out. That's great centre draw. Had plenty of height in that. Ball to be won. Gets a little bit of contact there. Does Mayo.
Yeah, she's come away with quite a few of those centres. So.
Fires Truex straight away. Japan back in defence, though. They've got numbers back here as there's some substitutions coming on for the Philippines. To Guzman. Comes on. Little two-man, not there. Ball up to Truex. Truex there to Lagdamayo. Lagdamayo over to Rojas. Back to Lagdamayo. Little flip. Finds Truex. Truex looks down on the bottom. Not there. Finds Rojas. Rojas looks inside. Now looks to go on her left. Good movement here from the Philippines. Really, it's what you like to see from an offense. Looks down inside. Left-handed shot. Goes across. And they've certainly spoken about that back up in the offensive end.
They have. There's a lot of work off ball. The 3 low attackers working that crease. Multiple cuts, multiple options, really moving the ball.
Ball fired back up the top here to Lagdamayo. Lagdamayo looks to go at pace. Just runs into Truex. Truex picks the ball up. One down to the bottom corner there to Rojas. Rojas just picks the ball up off the bowling green surface down here. And kicks it to Kat Rojas. So we'll have to see whether they are sisters. You'd expect with a name like that they may be sisters. Ball on the left. Well, tink off the bar it goes. And
great save there.
Save to the goalie. Pipes count, don't they?
I think it came off the keeper and then onto the post.
Yeah.
Yep. They all count.
Pipes count.
They all count.
So here comes the
Kylie Yap's coming back on.
Send out the annoying one that just is going to chase us down all day. And having to make them move the ball there. Sidong with the ball.
Great stick.
Turnover about to happen. Picked up at pace. Lagdamayo has one forward. Just didn't quite, couldn't quite see her there. That was Kylie Yap who'd done all the work to effectively try and cause the turnover.
Yeah. Some really great hustle. Put them under pressure, and then that gave Lagdamayo some time to just get that stick in.
So to Guzman, just taking the ball down on the left-hand side, looking to go through X behind the cage. And now filters the ball back up there to Lazo. Lazo looking to come around. Lazo does come around, and she pops it top shelf. And Lazo gets the 4th finish of the game for her, but that's just really smart lacrosse, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Drove that corner hard. We said earlier they were working that crease, so they've changed their style of attack a little bit, obviously working on a few things. Drove hard from X, and that was a fantastic finish. Just great placement. She was happy about it too, so obviously it was something that they were working on.
And we've got a timeout here called, and I believe that's been called by China with about 6 to go. So just want to have a chat about what's going on out there at the moment. And probably not overly happy with the defensive structure for that last play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she drove the back and pretty much was undefended. So caught up, I think, China there on... they're playing 3 around the crease on that one. So it gave them an opportunity, the Philippines, to just get an overlap.
Yep, and really good finish. You still got to finish
You
those
still
shots.
got to finish them. Yeah,
And,
it was a tight angle.
Was.
Yeah, Steph Lasso definitely put that one away.
And she'd be happy with her game today, Lazo. But great. I've been really impressed with Lagdamayo, like the turnovers and the ground balls and
The work through the
work
through the
that
midfield
middle.
and at the centre possession. She's been really critical in just the amount of possession that they've had.
And how would you be if you were Kylie Yap every time the ball got into the goalie stick? You were sent out to just chase it down.
Yeah,
you know you're going to get some mileage on your GPS units.
Absolutely. And look, there are just players that absolutely thrive on that contest.
Yeah.
She's fast, she's aggressive, she's really happy to put herself out there and do her job for her team.
But it's that little 1%, isn't it? That pressure that it brings, which allows those turnovers. So,
yeah,
you know,
great job.
Players like Lagdamayo do get those opportunities. So, and back into the centre, 11-3 is the score after it was 4-3 at one point.
Yeah, it was tight, but the Philippines have really put the runs on the board in this one.
Okay, ball comes out the back, picked up there by Stasoli. Stasoli will give it to the goalie in Beattie. Beattie, they look to move the ball a lot quicker. Up to Niet. Looks down. Good pass up there to Johnson. Johnson down the bottom finds Lazo. Lazo to Rojas. Rojas looking to come around that right hand side. Great look inside. That's good team ball. And
fantastic diagonal cut there.
with that one. Andrea Maklalad.
Fantastic drive hard at that corner. Diagonal cut. It's my favourite play.
It is indeed.
It's hard to stop. And the keeper has to move. So shift in that. But it was a fantastic finish up into that top corner. Yeah, great lacrosse.
You just, like, assisted goals in team lacrosse as coaches, I know myself, just love them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, just a good
I can see all the
team.
girls in that I coach going, oh, diagonal cuts if we have to hear it one more time. But no, that was fantastic work.
So what you're saying is they work, don't they? Mm-hmm. Who would know that?
Drive from behind, diagonal cuts. There you go. Goalies hate them.
Ball back in the
Great
set.
job.
Oh, might have got one straight across the top of the ponytail there. Was Guzman.
She's dominated in there.
From Lamb. Yeah, she's been. It's going to be hard to pick this MVP.
MVP, good luck.
I'm suggesting that it's coming at this point from the Philippines. But nice little inside step there from Stasoli. She wants to get on the cage. She's been playing defence all day.
Says,
and
"Let
now
me
she
at 'em."
says, you know what? Defenders can score too. Thank you very much.
Fantastic drive. Really nice split dodge and bottom corner.
And Kayla Stasoli just taking it from the defensive third straight down into the goals and gets one on the board.
Do love it when the defence transition down.
I must say, I was always, if your defenders can be involved in 4 points in a game, you aren't going to lose many games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's defended really well and particularly through that midfield and able to carry the ball out of D. So, yeah, really well done.
So a 5-goal unanswered quarter at the moment, and it's going the way again of the Philippines. It picked up there by Johnson. Johnson kicks the ball down here to Lazo. Oh, look, Johnson open up in the middle and another one at the top shelf. Diagonal cut.
Yeah, they lost their way a little bit defensively there, China. And Johnson had all the time in the world. But great feed as well.
So that's 6 unanswered goals in the 4th term, and it's just starting to
yeah, she had a lot of space.
A little bit of party time here for the Philippines. As a little bit of music starts to play in the stadium, maybe they realise there's a little bit of party time happening.
Yeah, they've just subbed their keeper, Philippines.
Okay, so new keeper out here for the Philippines. Kaylee Canessa goes into the cage for the last 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And you know what? When you come off as a goalie and you keep a clean sheet, doesn't matter whether you've only played 2 minutes 36, it's still a clean sheet.
That's goalie talk, all right.
That's goalie talk right there. You find the positives. Ball in the stick of Michelle's eye. She's
Great pick up.
got 2 on her. Kicks it over there to Lamb. Lamb being pressured up towards that restraining line. We know she will attack the cage, given an opportunity. Good defence there, though, from the Philippines. And we've got a...
good crash by the Philippines.
Deemed to be illegal. So Lamb will take the ball right-handed side up on the hash up the top. And Lamb, I'm suggesting that she is going to the cage.
She's going, yeah.
I can't see her doing anything but gets off, fires. Oh,
fantastic
big save there from Canessa.
Straight on and into it.
I'm going to tell you what, it's like being taken out of the freezer. You are ice cold when you're out there, not even a warm-up.
Boom, one
Your
on one.
first shot is an off-stick side. Big save. Well done,
Fantastic.
Kaylee Canessa. Ball down to Johnson. Can they reward Canessa here by getting one on the cage? That was a fantastic save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just subbed on and...
Oh, good. Johnson again fires and pops it away. Get around your keeper, Philippines. That is where it started. Doesn't she know it too? Look at her.
Absolutely.
She's up. Look
She's
at
up
me,
to the middle.
I'm good.
Yeah, up in the middle, celebrating with her defenders. Great job.
And Johnson, though, with another one. That's her third of the game. She's been very serviceable as well, was Johnson.
Yeah, really come into this second half and made it her own. So some nice finishes, good drive.
And the ball back into the centre.
They've got a bit more space down there and they're really making the most of it with those cuts and some really good feeds. So yeah.
20 seconds to go in this first game of the Women's World Qualifiers here for the Asia Pacific. And it looks like the Philippines are going to run out rather large winners here. It's currently 15-3. And ball up in the air. There's probably a beautiful, has a little bit of a tumble there to be offside. Or with no possession. That is the game. And this is the best part of it, isn't it? You've been on there for 2 minutes, 36 seconds. You made a big save and everyone rushes the goalie. Look at me. Look at me. Here we go. Here we go. Don't love it. And great to see. And China getting around their netminder down there as well. But it is all the Philippines today in this first game. Philippines 15, China 3. And,
yeah, the Philippines players really getting around their keepers there.
Really good game of lacrosse in the end.
Yeah, it was the scoreline doesn't show how hard a tussle that was for a good 3 quarters. Philippines just blew them away in that third, though, really dominating on the scoreboard.
As we will now see the two teams just get around their coaches. Interesting to see. What are your thoughts for an MVP here?
It's a tough one.
What are you thinking?
Ooh, earlier I would have said Sarah Nelson and Lake Mayo, but I'm probably going to go Johnson, I think.
Johnson for you?
Mm.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a look at it. I mean, there's probably a couple that really stood out. I mean, de Guzman in the centre.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Everything sort of seems to start from that area. She was very good.
She dominated in that centre draw position. So
Lag de Mayo was really good.
Consistent
for me.
through the 4 quarters, which has been fantastic.
She was. I liked Kat Rohas's game as well down there, and Carrera came into it
in that second half with some great defensive work, some good transitions. So
but I'm going to put it out there. I'm going Lazo.
You going Lazo?
Steph Lazo. 4 goals. And I think it is picked by the officials.
She got a card.
Yeah, good. That's 5 points. Isn't it? Or does that come off?
Well, I don't
does
know.
that come off? Anyway, we'll have a look.
Yeah.
And they are just shaking hands out there at the moment. So it is but a scoreless 4th quarter there from the
Chinese
team. As I just go around and look at my score sheets, and as they're starting to get the MVP talk done, we try and get through some goal scorers as the cheers are being done. So for China, Lauren Lam with 2 and Cindy Jai with 1. And on the Philippines, we had Lag de Mayo with 1, de Guzman with 1. We had Kat Rojas with 1. We had Carolyn Rojas with 2. Steph Lazo with 4. Mucklalad with 1. Stasuli with 1. Johnson with 3. So that will be 15 goals. And now just to see what this MVP contest is, as the Philippines coach just comes down and says, just exchanging gifts.
Gifts. I love that tradition in lacrosse.
As our MC here, Jason Bennett, will announce the MVP. And Johnson, you're 1 from 1 for the week, so competition has started here, Michelle Davies.
Yeah, I think she really broke the game up.
So MVP is number 12, Kalina Johnson for the Philippines. And she has done a fantastic job for her team. And worse than that, I have to bow down to you now. Hey, first commentary for the Australian Lacrosse Network, and you're 1 from 1 on the MVPs. I mean, must know a little bit about lacrosse, I'd say.
Let's hope I don't peak too early, hey?
You can never peak in this one. It isn't. And, yeah, fantastic game of lacrosse to start this women's qualifiers for the Asia Pacific World Championships. And, well, have the Philippines set down a marker now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and we thank Jason Bennett for his emceeing. Great to have Jace on board down there. And we will just start to wrap it up here from the beautiful Sunshine Coast Stadium. Philippines running out winners here, 15-3. Thanks to Christian Leray up on the camera. Does a fantastic job. To Mr. Scotty Gill, who makes it all happen. Michelle Davies, thank you very much. And we'll be back very soon.
We sure will. That was fantastic.
And on behalf of myself, Tony Watts, until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you very, very shortly.